Yo, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we have the return of one of your guys' favourite videos from last year, and I say favourite because it was one of my first videos to get insane views. I think this video has over 25,000 views, maybe even 30,000. Absolutely insane, and I thought I would bring it back for today's video. It is, of course, Mane versus Salah, Salah versus Mane, however you want to put it. It is the comparison of two brilliant Liverpool players. But which one is better, guys? Which one is better in FIFA 21? Is it Sadio Mane, the left winger, or Mohamed Salah, the right winger? What we're going to do is compare the two cards. Then we're actually going to get into a bunch of highlights that I have recorded with Mane, with Salah, both in FUT Champions and also in Division 1 in Division Rivals. So guys, if you enjoyed today's video, smash like down below, subscribe for a lot more FIFA 21 content, and let's just get into it. So, obviously I'm on the Xbox, so it is Xbox prices. We'll start off with Mane, and Mane at the moment, he seems to have taken a dip in price. He's around 310,000. Salah is around 300,000 as well, so the price of these two guys is very similar. Base card stats, we've got 94 pace for Mane, 93 pace for Salah, 85 shooting for Mane to 86, 80 passing for Mane, 81. You can already tell the stats are very similar. 90 dribbling on both of the cards, 44 defending for Mane, 45 for Salah, and then a +1 for the physical on Mane over Salah. The differences are just very minimal, but one thing I can tell you guys, the way they do play in game, as I'll get rid of these cards, the way they play in game is very different. Despite the stats being very close, there are some key differences. But we'll take a look at Mane. Mane is 5'9", high medium, right-footed, 4-star. Brilliant stats, fantastic pace, 95 acceleration, 93 sprint speed. He's got 90 finishing. Some fantastic stats all around. I'm not going to go through all the stats. We'll probably talk more about gameplay and how the card actually feels, just because I have so many highlights with these cards. I want to get it over to you guys rather than just looking at the menu. So if you want to take a look at the stats, there they are for Mane. His traits, flair trait and the speed dribbler trait. For Salah, his stats in game, well, he's 5'9", high medium work rate, left footed, 4-star schoomers, only the 3-star weak foot, which is a downgrade on Mane's. In-game stats are there, they are very nice. Again, very similar, guys. If you compare them, I mean, 90 finishing for Mane, 91 for Salah, 95 acceleration for Mane, 94 for Salah. It's just so close, it's hard to actually see clear differences when you quickly click between the two. Traits-wise for Salah, he has a few more. He has the finesse shot trait, the outside the foot shot trait, chip shot, long shot taker, and the speed dribbler trait. Obviously, some of those are CPU, but the finesse shot is a really nice trait to have, as is the outside the foot shot trait. So guys, for two cards which are very similarly priced, it's going to be hard really to define which one is better. We're going to give that a go. We're going to get in some highlights with the two cards. We're going to have a look how they did play. Let's get into it. And so here we go then, guys. It is the next day and we can finally get on to the gameplay highlights that we did manage to get with Sadio Mane and Mo Salah, both in Division Rivals and for Champions. So, as I say, Division 1 for Champions towards the end of the Weekend League. I brought in Sadio Mane, and I brought him in to save my Weekend League, guys. Weekend League was not going good. I brought Sadio Mane in, and his influence in the game was brilliant. But what we'll start off with is Mohamed Salah and how he did play, his pros, his cons. Then we'll go on to Mane, talk about his pros and cons, and I'll talk about which card you should pick out of these two, or which card you should play in which position, which card is actually worth it, the coins. So, Salah up first, you see him score a nice goal in the background. I think that's what you'll get used to seeing with Mohamed Salah. I think he's an absolutely brilliant finisher, and his pace really was decent. I think he's only got a -1 for the sprint speed and acceleration compared to Mane, although it slightly feels like it does dip in pace between him and Mane. I think he's still fast, and I think he still can make brilliant runs across the defenders. As you see in the background there, just a nice burst of pace to get himself away from the two centre-backs. And you don't really have to worry about Mohamed Salah's pace. I think the strikers this year in FIFA 21, you want them to be fast. You want the Rashfords, you want the Mbappes, you want these type of players. You can definitely put Mohamed Salah in that bracket, which is really nice to have. As I say, his finishing, top quality. I think he can score a number of different type of goals. Finesse shots, he's got the trait, outside the foot shot, He can score near post power shots. He can score a wide variety of goals. And I think we were just unlucky with Salah that he didn't get more goals because AI blocks. AI blocks are an absolute joke this year. But that is for another day. I think Salah this year, though, his great movement really does help him. His movement and positioning was top notch considering we played him in a striker role. We played Salah in a striker role. We played Mane out wide. Having Salah as a striker really was helpful, and I think that is his best position due to him not feeling as quick off the mark as I can't get the names right. He's not as quick off the mark as Sadio Mane. Salah, you want down the middle, he will have a much bigger influence in the game due to his better passing and shooting. Yes, passing is a really, really nice stat. I think with Mo Salah, I think his passing was really top notch. You see a nice outside the foot pass there. And it just felt like Salah could play cam. I wouldn't want to play Mane cam. I think that's just a known thing in FIFA. And probably similar in real life. You'd probably play Salah as a cam. You probably wouldn't play Mane because I don't think he has the range of passing or the vision of a Salah. Other few things that I really did like about the Salah card was the dribbling. Dribbling super solid. I think he feels really smooth on the ball. Almost like a Lionel Messi way, keeps the ball close to him. He's different type of dribbler to a Mane, to a Neymar, where just got that really high ball control and it will not let you down when you want to dribble through tight spaces. I think Salah is really built for that. Another area which I really did like for Mohamed Salah was the stamina. I think playing him as a striker, playing him as a cam, he needs to have good stamina, almost drops back into the midfield. And I think that although his stamina isn't in the high 90s, it doesn't really seem to be an issue, guys. It does not really seem to be an issue. I think, yeah, if you played him out wide, you probably would feel the stamina maybe a bit more, but 85 is good enough, it seemed, this year. As for the downsides, and this is where he compares to Sadio Mane, because Sadio Mane has a 4-star weak foot, Mohamed Salah only a 3-star weak foot, which is really unfortunate because I think if he had the 4-star weak foot, you could do a lot more with this card. It just means that if you get it on his right foot, it's not probably going to go in. You cannot take the finesse shots unless it's a really fluky goal with the right foot. You can't really take the near post power shots with the right foot. You always sort of have to position it to get it on his left foot. But when you get it on the left foot, because he has the outside the foot shot trait, that would be the perfect example where maybe you would think that he would take it on his right foot. He takes it outside the foot shot, and Mohamed Salah does score a nice goal for us in the background. He gets away with a cheeky celebration as well. On to Sadio Mane then, guys. Sadio Mane. He was a very good card. Once again, a very good card. Very similar to last year. This review feels like deja vu for me because we did this exact same video last year. But what does Sadio Mane offer? I think he offers pace off the mark, which Salah doesn't. If you're playing this guy as a winger, he is much better suited to that role than I would say Mohamed Salah is. Dribbling is really good, but again, I would say that Salah's is a bit better. I think that Mane, sometimes he feels like he's going to lose the ball, where Salah feels like the ball sort of sticks to his feet. Mane, though, don't get me wrong, brilliant dribbler in this game. I think the difference between the two is Mane is a really good ball carrier at pace, a really good player for the counter-attack. Not saying Salah isn't, but I think Mane just offers a bit more pace and a bit more burst of acceleration. Stamina on the card, once again, it's a good thing. I'm not going to go about the stamina for ages, but very similar stamina for the two cards. Mane, just a bit more suited to the wing, as I do say. Movement, so good. When I played FUT Champions with this card, I noticed his movement was really nice. And his stats, 40 goals and assists, they don't really do him justice because I don't think that he was really doing as good. I played him in a left cam role in a 4-2-3-1, so not centrally, not expecting as many goals, but I did expect a few more. But his movement was so important because I'd pick the ball up with my midfielders or a striker, I'd ping the ball to Mane and he would be in position every single time, which is so important, always making the runs in behind. And when you get that sort of performance in a FUT Champions game, you know with a card like Sadio Mane, he can put them in the back of the net. When you get it on his right foot, it is going to be really, really nice. Another difference between Mane and Salah is that Mane is defensively solid. Yes, defensively solid, guys. If you play 4-4-2, he will come back and do a bit of defending. If you play him as a left mid in a 3-5-2, he could probably do a job as well. It just feels like Mane is a nuisance to your opponent's defence. He will hassle them, he'll get the ball back. Whereas I feel like Salah doesn't really have that desire to work for the team to get the ball back. His versatility as well, you can play this guy left mid, right mid, striker. Not as a cam, I don't think, but you can play him in a number of different positions. And I think that comes down to his pace. I think his pace is so good. Really did like him off the left though. Cutting in on the right, I think that is his best position. Downsides, no real good traits for the card. I think that is kind of disappointing. The curve, he can't really take finesse shots. He won't really score many spectacular goals, but I feel like Salah can do the spectacular because of his shooting. Just seems to be a bit better than the Mane card. Composure is not really as high as you would want it to be for a card of Mane's standard. I think he has brilliant. Maybe the composure does lack in real life, but he's such a great player in real life. You'd like to see the composure a bit high, but you can see in the background he's always getting involved in the goals. The assists, the goals don't really do his card justice because he is the one making the runs, making things happen. If he doesn't get the goal or assist, it's just because it goes to his teammates. I think Mane's long pass as well doesn't compare to Salah's. Salah just a better passer of the ball. So yeah, guys, that is my review for Salah versus Mane. You can see the overall ratings on the screen now. I've given Salah a 9.3 and I've given Mane a 9.2. Reason being, I just think Salah will have a bigger impact in the game because he's down the middle of the pitch. If you played Mane down the middle of the pitch as well, I don't think he would have such a great impact. For Mane to have a good impact down the middle, maybe needs a couple of informs, boost the stamina, boost the finishing, boost the composure. I think as a out-and-out winger though, he's really good. It's just quite a lot to be spending on an out-and-out winger at this stage of the game. Personally, if I had to choose one though, I'll probably go Mane because there are a lack of good wingers on this game, I do believe. I think there's a lack of really top-class wingers. Mane being one, I think Salah, you can get a number of players to play in that position that I would play him in. As a right winger, if you're thinking of picking him up there, he'll do a job, but I don't think he'll be as good as you can get other right wingers on this game because it's just not the best position for this card. Play him centrally, play him up front, he'll do a fantastic job. But as I say, Salah gets the better rating. I would actually choose Mane though because Mane suits my system better, but it just depends on how you guys actually play FIFA 21. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash a like down below. Subscribe for a lot more FIFA 21 content. Can we get to 3.5k subscribers today? I'll see you all in the next one.